Hi guys, it's me UBprogrammer and welcome to the R programming series. And today we are gonna talk about data frames in R programming. Right, so how we can create data frame, how we can manipulate data within that data frame. We will load CSV and do things with the data, right? Okay, and I want you to know, if you are enrolled in any bachelor or master program, you can always contact me on this WhatsApp or email to discuss about your coursework or projects, right? So let's just get started with the data frames. So let's say I want to create a data frame in RStudio, right? How are we gonna do that? I will just make a variable, let's say df short for data frame, and then I will say read.csv, and in the parentheses within quotation marks I'm gonna give the name of my CSV file, which is this file I want to read. You can get this code and file just checking out the description, right? Okay, and let me just quickly write the name of that file, data, right, and .csv. Don't forget to add that extension. Let's just run this line of code. So we got data in our environment tab, which is our data frame, right? And you can see it has successfully loaded in the studio, and we can do things with it now, right? Okay, now let's say I want to grab some particular rows in our data frame. Let's say I want to grab the number 5 and number 25 row, right, from our data frame. So I'm just gonna write df, and in the square brackets I'm going to pass a vector, which is my row numbers 5 and 25. Let's just execute it. Okay, yeah, and you have to, yeah. So why we have to create add that comma? Because we want all the columns, right? And all the columns but rows only 5 and 25. So if I just what you can do is just, yeah, if I just run it now again, control L for clear, and then control enter, so you can see 5 and 25. It's still in the second line because of the space, right? So but you can see we are only getting observations for 5 and 25 number row, right? And we can do the same procedure for the columns also. Let's say I want all rows in our data frame but columns only. Let's select the column. I want only CP and CHOL. So 1 2 3, CP is 3 and 5 is col. So 1 and 5. Let's run this now. So you can see I got okay, not 1 3, right? Yeah, so you can see I got CP and CHOL, which is I think cholesterol level, but these are all the health parameters, so I kinda just Google about that. So make sure you know things about your data set whenever you are working with data analysis problem, right? And yeah, that's how you can load the data set and select the rows and columns. Let me just quickly select columns, and this thing is by with indexing, right? And let me just quickly make a note for select rows with indexing so that you can access this file easily, right? Yes, so this will give you 5th, 5th and 3rd and 5th row. Okay, and load data frame, so you got all the comments and you can get this file through the description. Great. And let's say how we can select our column in a different manner with a $sign. So that df, and you can see our RStudio is already telling all the column name. How cool is that, right? Let's select a column CHOL. Okay, and you can see we got a vector for all the columns, but this was still a data frame. So that was like the difference between these approaches. So select column with $, right? So that's the like concept behind the $. You have to be sure about that when you are using it, right? So if you want a data frame, use that. If you want a vector, use that, right? Great. And let's say I want to print all the column names of my, let me print column names of data frame and call names and then df, and this will give me all the column names. You can say age, sex, CP and other things. Okay, and let's say I want to grab unique values or see how many unique values in a particular column, right? Let's check for this CP or maybe sex, which is male and female. So I can say check unique values. So these are all the like operations which you can use with your data frame, right? And data frame and then sex, and if we see, we got all the numbers also, and the so these were 210 observation which can be seen here, right? So 140 plus 70 is equal to 210. So 140 is male, 70 is female. How cool is that, right? And if we want to check the number of rows in our data set, although we can see obviously from here, but just for the information or to print out, right, in the command or console, you can use an row and then df, and you will get the exact number, right? And we have the command for encode not. We can use length also with the call names. Let's give it a try. So we got 14 columns, right? All of these 14 columns. So this was check number of columns. Great. And that's it, I think, for this video. You can see we have performed some different operations on the data frame, and we saw how to load the data frame, how to create a data frame, right? And you can contact me on this number if you are facing any difficulty with your coursework or university project, right? Thanks for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Take care.